Say, kids, what time is it? Oh, well, howdy doody, boys and girls, and howdy, Buffalo Bob. Well, howdy there, Mr. Doody. And say, boys and girls at home, and kids here in the gallery, now stay right where you are, kids, because you're going to see Howdy Doody stop Mr. X's Fadoozler with our sensational new invention, the switcheroo. But first, come on, gang, let's go. It's Howdy Doody time. It's Howdy Doody time. Bob Smith and Howdy too. Say howdy do to you. Let's give a rousing cheer, 'cause Howdy Doody's here. It's time to start the show. So kids, let's go. Well, good going. And now, boys and girls, news about the switcheroo. Now, I'm going to try to find the princess, because I want the princess to hear all about this. Excuse me a minute. Oh, princess! Princess! Oh, she's not that way. Oh, maybe she's over here. Oh, princess! Oh, Clarabelle, come here, will you, please? Now, look. No, over here, Clarabelle. I should tell you, I want to find the princess. Now, look. The princess has got to find out about this new plan of ours with the switcheroo. You go that way.
And that's how you got this room, Mr. Buster?
That's right. I yelled, even Steven, even Steven, even Steven.
Huh.
And I made them give me this room.
Oh, boy, were you smart.
You know I am, kid, but that's not all. They have to let me keep this room until after the campaign is over.
Oh, nobody can throw you out, huh?
That's right, yes.
Oh,
Me and my
boy.
producer stay in the room. And the judge made it official.
Oh, that's great. Real great. Nobody can throw the Fadoozler out either.
You're right. Oh, and listen to this, silly.
Yeah?
Has anybody can plainly see the Fadoozler works by electricity?
Yeah? Yes, sir, and Howdy Doody is paying for the electricity.
Oh, boy, you hit it right on the nose. And this is what's so funny.
What?
Howdy Doody pays for the electricity that makes the Fadoozler work, and who is the poor fish that gets Fadoozled? Howdy Doody!
Oh, boy, is that funny. Hey, Mr. Buster, come on, let's Fadoozle him right now.
All right, now turn on the electric X.
Okay.
That's a big boy, Dilly.
Yeah?
Now, just for a change, I think I'll Fadoozle Howdy's friend, the princess.
Oh, swell, swell.
Now I'll get in position. Yep. Fadoozle! Fadoozle! Please, ex-Fadoozle the princess! The princess! The princess!
Isn't that funny? She's nowhere around here. Princess! Oh, Clarabelle, did you find her? Well, I can't understand where she is. I don't know where she is. Here she comes.
Hooray for Mr. X.
Oh, no.
He will never
No,
let
wait a minute.
that Tutti Frutti.
Princess, wait a minute now.
Hip, hip, hooray
No,
for
Princess,
Mr.
stop,
X.
stop.
He will lend our little friend
Singing
Howdy
hip, hip, hooray.
Doody.
Oh, thank goodness she stopped. Princess, you've been Fadoozled.
Well, what's wrong, Buffalo Bob?
Princess, you were singing hip, hip, hooray for Mr. X.
Oh, no, Buffalo Bob. I was singing Howdy Doody for president.
No, Princess. You were singing hip, hip, hooray for Mr. X. You were Fadoozled.
Oh, no, Buffalo Bob.
All right, then try again. Try to sing Howdy Doody for President. Go ahead.
Okay. Hip, hip, hooray for Mr. X.
No. Now, wait a minute. Stop, Princess, just a minute. That Fadoozler machine is still on. I know it.
Oh, I can't take it anymore, Dilly. That's too funny. All right, now turn it off, kid.
Yeah, okay, there.
Boy. Now I'm all warmed up and ready to send out some giant Fadoozles.
Oh, good.
Do me a favor, please. Try it once more. Try it again.
Okay. Hip, hip, hooray for Mr. X.
Uh-oh.
Doody for president.
Hey, hooray!
He's American.
Hooray! They turned the Fadoozler off.
Oh, am I all right now?
You're all right, Princess. And say, kids, we're all going to be all right now. Because the Fadoozle that just happened was the final Fadoozle forever. Mr. Buster, I certainly hope that you just enjoyed that last Fadoozle. because it was your last one. Okay, Clarabelle, do me a favor. Get the switcheroo right away, please.
Good.
Thanks,
Oh,
Clarabelle.
boy, here we go, kids.
Yes, sir. Now, look, boys and girls. You know, this Phineas T. Buster fella's a pretty smart fella. But he forgot one thing. Now, look, we have to give him a room. Yes. We have to keep our hands off of his Fidoozler machine. Yes. But
And listen to this, kids.
we don't have to give Phineas T. Buster the electricity that makes his Fidoozler work. Oh, you're right, kids. Yes, sir, boy, the judge never mentioned electricity. No, sir, boy, that's not part of the even Steven rule.
Yes, and Howdy, you were a very, very good sport. He gave Mr. Buster electricity anyway, just as a present. And Mr. Buster used our electricity to Fidoozle us.
Boy, oh, boy, a pretty mean trick, kids. But it's all over now, boy. We're going to turn off his electricity.
And stop the Fidoozler without even touching it. And that's fair play. More than fair.
Ah, yes, sir, and say, boys and girls, I want you to look. Because here, kids, is the great invention. The great invention that turns off the electricity, the switcheroo. Ah, yes, sir. Doesn't this look terrific, kids? Now watch. Because, boys and girls, it's the only one in the world. Now, let me explain. You know, kids, a long time ago, Howdy, Clarabelle, and we all learned that you should never fool with electricity. We never do we, Clarabelle? No, sir. And kids, we know that you never will either. Well, now, that's why Howdy invented this thing. The switcheroo doesn't have any electricity at all, not a wire on it. But yet, it controls all the lights, all the radios, all the television sets, all the electrical appliances in every room in Doodyville. Now, kids, the switcheroo does it with balloon power. Amazing new balloon power with 4 different kinds of air. Yes, kids, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different kinds of air. Kids, would you like to see how it works? Well, okay. Now,
No, boy. They're really not gonna use the switcheroo.
Oh, Mr. X, wait, buddy. I'm glad that you're here.
No. I won't let you use it. No, it ain't fair. It ain't fair. No, sirree, I'm not gonna let you
it's
use
more
it.
than fair, Mr. X. Do you want to ask the judge?
No, please, not that. That won't do me any good at all, but you can't do this to me. It'll stop my Fidoozler.
Okay, Mr. X, I'll give you one last chance.
Now,
Now, look, if Mr. Buster agrees to throw the Fidoozler out of his room today, then we won't turn off Mr. Buster's balloon power.
We won't do it. We won't do it.
Okay, then I'll stop your Fidoozler.
No, don't turn off my balloon power, please, Holly,
All right,
please.
well, make up your mind, Mr. X. Which is it?
Well, let me talk it over with Mr. Buster.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you exactly 10 minutes to decide.
Boy, oh, brother. I better go back. Okay, that would ruin my whole campaign. Boy, I gotta talk to Buster about this thing, I know.
Well, meantime, kids, we can work the scope doodle and watch an old-time movie.
Ah, yes, sir, we certainly can, boys and girls. Oh, and say, I want you to all see something. Now, kids, here's a sign that says, "Hey, kids, tell everybody it's your duty to vote." Well, now, boys and girls, I want you all to remind your moms and dads that you have to be registered in order to vote. So, kids, make sure that your moms and dads check the registration days in your community. Remember, boys and girls, it's their duty and privilege to vote. Make sure that mom and dad do. And now it's old-time movie time here on the Howdy Doody Show. And, kids, we're going to show you the rest of the movie we showed you yesterday about our bunny, Franny Hines. Now, Franny Hines was in love with this very beautiful girl, Hulda Honewinkle. Hulda was playing in the movie, and Franny had a terrible time trying to get in touch with Hulda. He tried to get into the movie studios 6 or 7 times. Every time he'd get in there, they'd throw him out. Well, now, here's Hulda. They're making this movie now. Where Hulda's inside this shack. There's the cameraman. Oh! And Franny bobs out of the trunk. Franny, what were you doing in the trunk? So the directors run in, the producers, they run in, they throw him out. They say, "What's the matter with you? You're spoiling our scene," so they throw him out again. Now they have to make the movie all over. Well, now, just a few hundred feet away from where they're making the movie, there happens to be a prison. And this man, Sammy Amico, kids, you've seen Sammy Amico before. He's been in our old-time movies. Remember Sammy? Well, now, Sammy, he was in jail. I don't know what he did. I forget. I think he cheated playing tiddlywinks or something. There was something that he did. Anyway, Sammy happens to run. Franny watches this whole thing. Sammy ran away from the jail. Well, now watch exactly what happens. This man here is actually supposed to play the part of a convict in the movie. Now, in the meantime, here's Sammy Amico, who broke from the jail. And Sammy grabs Franny, and he makes Franny wear his clothes, and he wears Franny's clothes. So now there's Sammy Amico running down the street with Franny Hines' clothes on. Now here's Franny with Sammy Amico's prison clothes on. So the guards come up and get him to take him back to the jail. Franny, of course, thought that he was going to get a chance to play the part of a convict in the movie in which Hilda Honewinkle was starring. So poor Franny's being marched back to the jail. No, Franny, they went the other way. Fran! That's it. That's it. Those are the four guards. I think we've seen those policemen before. That's Neil O'Donnell and Jim O'Donnell in the front. And I think that's Marty Hirschfeld and Carl Peterson in the rear. They were the guards for that's before they were on the motorcycles. And then Lieutenant Neil O'Donnell. So there go the O'Donnell boys. Carl Peterson, Marty Hirschfeld, the guards from the prison. They're saying, well, where did he go? Franny, again, has escaped in Sammy Amico's convict clothing. Franny says, all right, I'll go. Don't point. Oh, nobody's pointing. Just picked up a little piece of cactus there. Uh-oh. Franny says, get that silly cactus away. He says, get that silly cactus. Uh-oh. There's no cactus. See, those guards aren't very good, kids. So Franny says, aha, here's a wall. I'll jump over this wall. And look what he does. He jumps right back into prison. Whoop. No, you don't. Back in there. So there's poor Franny. And, of course, they think that Franny is Sammy Amico. See, it was Sammy Amico who was supposed to be getting the treatment here. Whoop. We're going to take a bow. Franny's entertained so much that he took a bow, and he took a bow at just the right time. So the fellows are just about to shoot, and Franny says, wait a minute. He says, I have one last request. Could I please have a cigarette? Franny liked to roll his own, but he was a little bit too nervous for rolling his own. See, years ago, kids, people used to roll their own cigarettes. Franny's having a little difficulty. As we can see, wow, look at that pile of tobacco. So the rest of the boys in jail, they think this is a big, big joke. So Franny says, now watch. I'm just going to do one little trick here before you shoot me, boys. He says, let me carve out the heart of my girlfriend, Hilda Honewinkle, just in memory of the love which I have for her boys in the prison camp are... Oh, they're so sad. The guards are starting to cry, the O'Donnell boys. Carl Peterson, Marty Hirschfeld, Lieutenant O'Donnell. Franny carves out this heart. All of a sudden, when nobody's looking, Sammy says, uh-oh, here we go, and Franny beats it. And the 4 guards after him again. And they chase Franny down the road, and Franny has one thing in mind, to get back to his lover, Hulda Honewinkle. And now Franny has walked in on set instead of the real movie star who was hired to play the convict part. However, the director comes in and he says, what are you doing here? And Franny says, well, he says, I just love Hulda so. And Hulda said, Franny, you might as well go. I don't love you. So Franny says, all right, if I can't have you, Hulda, men, take me back to the jail. So they did. Well, kids, that's the end of our old-time movie for today. Say, boys and girls, wait till you watch this switcheroo work. Now, this is really, really going to be something. I promise. Say, kids, I wonder where Howdy Doody is. Where is he?
Upstairs.
Well, look, kids, there he comes. Why, he's floating down. What? Say, Howdy, what is that, a balloon-o-doodle? Oh, no, Buffalo Bob. It's my flying wonder balloon. And it's held up by red, yellow, and blue balloons, just like the balloons on the Wonder Bread wrapper. Oh, but gosh, Buffalo Bob, look at Clarabelle. Oh, gosh, Clarabelle's trying to fly, too. Oh, Clarabelle, you silly clown. You can't fly, Clarabelle. But say, kids, I'll bet I know where Clarabelle gets all that energy. Ah, yes, sir, he eats lots of Wonder Bread. And kids, you know, giving you energy is just one of the 8 ways that Wonder Bread helps you grow up sound and healthy. Yes, sir, Wonder Bread helps build strong bodies 8 ways. Oh, so kids, to grow up good and strong, you ask Mom to get Wonder Bread. And you'll want to eat lots of Wonder Bread with every meal because it tastes so fresh and good. And now, kids, I'm going to fly away in my Wonder Balloon. But remember, kids, to look for the balloons printed on the Wonder Bread wrapper. Then, when you see those red, yellow, and blue balloons, you'll know it's wonderful Wonder Bread. Ho-ho!
Oh, Buffalo Bob.
Oh, yeah, Princess.
Buffalo Bob, any answer from Mr. X or Mr. Buster yet?
Nothing.
Oh.
Absolutely nothing. And they better hurry with their answer, too. Because, kids, either they stop the Fiduciler or we stop it for them.
Yeah.
By turning off Bluster's balloon power.
Well, Buffalo Bob, while
Yep.
we're waiting, let's show the kids how the switcheroo works.
Would you like to see it work, kids?
Yeah.
All right. Now, you watch carefully, and all you boys and girls out there, you watch very, very closely. Now, kids, you see, each of these 4 balloons contains the balloon power for one room. Now, over here, this balloon that we'll call for now balloon number 1. This one lights the lights here in the clubhouse, and it gets air from down here. Now, you see, this is the bicycle pump. And with this bicycle pump, we inflate balloon number 1. All right, now, balloon number 2. This is for Mr. Bluster's room and the Fiduciler. And that gets air from this gadget down here, which is called a bellows. I'll just show them, Princess, how we attach that.
Okay.
And then we inflate the balloon like this. Now, the 3rd balloon, this one is for Clarabelle. That means it lights up the lampposts in Doodyville Park because, you know, Clarabelle uses the park as his room.
Yes, and you remember, kids, Clarabelle loves to sleep out where the squirrels are.
That's right. And so... Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, Clarabelle.
Oh, you're going out to the park now? All right, good.
Okay.
Have a good time.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Oh, and incidentally, kids, Clarabelle's balloon, that gets power from this very specially rigged seltzer bottle. Watch.
Oh.
See, that shoots out air. Like that.
Oh, that's wonderful, Buffalo Bob. And say, this 4th balloon is for the inspector's room, his astronomy room.
That's right.
And kids, you're probably wondering why this balloon is empty. Well, it's a very, very important thing. Buffalo Bob, you tell the kids.
All right, now look, boys and girls, you see, balloon power is a very funny thing. Now, you can only have a certain amount of balloon power in any one city. Now, in Doodyville, we have exactly enough balloon power for only 3 balloons.
Just enough to light any 3 rooms.
That's right. You see, kids, if we tried to work all 4 at once, well, they'd all pop and would have no light at all. You see, no light anywhere in Doodyville. You can't have any more than 3 working at once. Oh, and here's something just as important, kids. You see, you can't have less than 3 working at once either. Yeah, that's right, Howdy's right. Now, for instance, if we popped this one, that would leave only those 2.
And kids, in exactly 3 minutes, these 2 balloons would start to shrink by themselves.
Right.
And again, we wouldn't have any light in Doodyville.
That's right. You see, boys and girls, 4 balloons would be too much power. They'd all pop. And 2 balloons wouldn't be enough power. They'd all shrink. You see, there just wouldn't be enough power to keep the switcheroo having all 4 balloons go at the same time. So you can only have 3, right?
Right. Well, Buffalo Bob,
Yeah.
the inspector's room is dark now.
That's
now,
right.
how would we work it if we wanted to give the inspector some light?
Well, very, very simple. You see, as we said before, you can't have 4 going at once, can you?
That's right.
So, first we'd have to pop somebody else's balloon. Say, Clarabelle's balloon, which is the lights in the park, right?
See, that would leave 2.
Yeah.
And then we could fill the inspector's balloon.
That's right, but we'd have to fill it in exactly 3 minutes. Within 3 minutes, or else everything else would go out, too.
I see, Buffalo.
See?
Well, come on, let's try.
All right, we'll turn off Clarabelle's, oh, pardon me, just a minute. I want to see where he is. Oh, yeah, he's out in the park right now. Yes, sir, out in the park. Oh, well, he's reading the papers. Well, I guess he wouldn't mind too much, would he? No. Yeah, well, he wouldn't mind too much. You think so, Princess?
No, I don't think so, Buffalo Bob.
Yeah.
And listen, now to pop the balloon,
Yeah.
you have to use this gadget. It's called the hammer slammer.
Yeah, you
That's
watch.
right. Now, how many times do you have to hit it, Buffalo?
Well, then here's what we do. Kids, you take the number of the balloon that you want to deflate. Like, for instance, the balloon power covering Doodyville is balloon number 1.
Number 1.
The one covering Mr. Buster's room is number 2. The one covering Clarabelle's park is number 3. And the inspector's room is number 4. Now, the one that we want to pop is the one governing Clarabelle's balloon power in the park.
That's number 3.
Now, that's number 3. Now, we take the one we want to pop, and we subtract that number from 7. 7 is the magic number. Kids, how much is 7 minus 3? 4. That's right. All right. Now, we hit the hammer slammer 4 times. Now, you watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, watch.
Come on.
Here it goes.
Here it goes.
Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. There it goes. Oh. Well, that's fine. Now,
Very good.
watch, boys and girls. It pops. Oh, look, kids. There go the lights. No more balloon power in the park.
Poor Clarabelle. Oh, Buffalo Bob,
What's he
look.
got there?
He's got a flashlight.
Oh, yeah. For heaven's sakes. Oh, and look. There go the rest of the lights in the park.
Oh, Buffalo Bob, this is terrific.
How about that?
Oh, this is just
Isn't that great, kids?
And now, Buffalo Bob, oh, this is just so terrific.
Hey,
What's Clarabelle?
Clarabelle does have a flashlight there, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, sir. Now he can read the paper.
Oh,
Well, that's
Buffalo Bob,
fine.
This is terrific. Now, listen.
Gee, I love this,
There are
huh?
only 2 balloon powers that are working
That's
now.
right.
So we can give the inspector some balloon power, right?
Say, that's right, but we have to hurry because,
Yeah.
you know, kids, we only have 3 minutes now in which to inflate this balloon.
Yeah, and to turn the balloon power on, you have to ring this bell first.
Well, actually, Princess, you can ring it. You don't have to ring it. It's not like the hammer slammer, but go ahead and ring it.
Oh, well, how many times should I ring it?
Oh, 4, 5. Go ahead.
5.
Just
All
ring
right.
it. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, that's enough. Now, kids, we take the ratchets,
Yeah.
and now what we're going to do is to inflate the inspector's balloon power. Now, watch.
Here we go, Buffalo Bob. Oh, it's going.
Okay, all right. Now we're all set. Now, watch. Now, watch the inspector's room. There it is. It's dark. Now, watch. The lights will go on any second.
There. The balloon power's working. for goodness sakes, there's his workbench.
Yeah?
And there are maps and globes.
Yeah.
Gee, you know, Mr. X could do an awful lot of work in there.
Yeah, boy, it's certainly a good thing he doesn't know his balloon power is on, huh?
Yeah, well, don't leave it on a minute longer, Buffalo Bob.
All right,
Turn
fine,
it
Princess,
off.
good.
Turn it off.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I just realized. Do you know that Mr. X and Mr. Bluster haven't given us their answers as yet?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, and kids, boy, oh boy, we've waited a lot longer than 10 minutes. I say off with Mr. Buster's balloon power, off with the Fidoozler. Hey, kids, very definitely they must be up to something. Princess, I think you better get to Mr. Buster right now and tell him that his time is up, will you please?
Okay, Buffalo.
Demand an answer immediately.
Okay, Buffalo Bob, I'll tell him. But first, kids, here's something for all of you. So watch closely.
Here's how to help build strong bodies 8 ways.
Eat Wonder Bread. You want to grow bigger and stronger, don't you?
Golly, sure.
Okay. A sandwich daily and 2 slices of Wonder Bread every meal give you 8 elements you need. As much muscle-building protein as roast beef, as much calcium for bones and teeth as cottage cheese, as much phosphorus for cell metabolism as this egg, as much iron for red blood as 3 lamb chops, as much vitamin B1 for appetite as fried liver, as much vitamin B2 for growth as this much cheese, as much niacin for mental health as 6 sardines, as much energy as 2 glasses of milk. That's why you can help yourself grow bigger and stronger 8 ways with Wonder Bread. I mean grow bigger and stronger 8 ways.
So be sure to eat Wonder Bread.
Get Wonder Bread fresh at your grocer's today.
Oh, and kids, you tell Mom that everyone here in Doodyville eats Wonder Bread, because Wonder Bread helps build strong bodies 8 ways. Ask Mom to get Wonder Bread today.
Oh, Buffalo Bob.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bob, something's up. Mr. Bluster is not in his room.
Oh, Princess, was the Fidoozler in his room?
Gee, I didn't notice. I don't remember.
Well, now look, kids, we're taking no chances. Kids, here goes Mr. Bluster's balloon power and the end of the Fidoozler. Now, let me see. Mr. Bluster, this is number 2.
Right.
Now, 7 is the magic number.
Right.
7 minus 2 is 5.
Right.
We hit the hammer slammer 5 times, and off goes the power in Mr. Bluster's room.
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Go ahead. Turn off Mr. Bluster's balloon power. I don't care, because now I'm using the inspector's balloon power. I'm using it for a giant Fidoozle. Fidoozle! Fidoozle Buffalo Bob! Fidoozle Howdy Doody! Fidoozle Clarabelle! Fidoozle the Princess! Fidoozle the Switcheroo!